Alright, this next video is to show you or give you an idea of where everything is occurring. We're going to be talking about transcription and translation, and transcription and translation occur in different places in a eukaryote and a prokaryote. The reason for this is, well, we have a nucleus here. We do not have one down here in the prokaryote. So the ribosomes are in the cytoplasm, all right, and that is always where translation will occur. This is the stuff that's happening in the kitchen. So when we talk about Grandma's cookbook, the kitchen is out here in the cytoplasm, all right, and in the prokaryote, in the little bacteria down here, it would also be essentially in the cytoplasm. Actually, there is no bedroom in the prokaryote. If you think about it, this is your one-bedroom apartment and everything takes place in the same area. So with a prokaryote down here, you do not have the protection that you get with Grandma's cookbook. So when we talk about Grandma's cookbook, we are talking only about eukaryotes. And it's one of these things explaining why eukaryotes can do so many things that prokaryotes cannot do. So let's start. Here is our bedroom when we talk about Grandma's cookbook. This is where we store the cookbook, and the cookbook is in the form of the DNA, which is up here. It's going to be in the form of chromosomes. All right, so the cookbook is here, and the bedroom is the nucleus here. So the bedroom is protecting the DNA. That's why we keep the cookbook in the bedroom to protect it. That's the analogy. The DNA, right, is like the cookbook itself. Grandma's cookbook is very valuable, and we do not want it to be damaged. So we do not want to take it out here into the kitchen. The kitchen is outside the nucleus. All right, it's out here. The bedroom is here. So the next part is, okay, we have a cookbook here. Our cookbook is inside our bedroom. All right, the nucleus. And I'm going to pause this maybe for a second. Nope, we'll just let it keep going here. The idea is our instructions are the DNA. We need to make a copy of them. Now the thing that makes a copy of the DNA is RNA polymerase. I have another video to kind of show that. And when it makes that copy is going to be transferred. Okay, that's I shouldn't use that word because there is something called transfer RNA. The copy is a messenger RNA, and it's a copy of just one gene. There are many genes on these chromosomes, regions that we've talked about what a gene is. The idea is that copy, all right, is going to leave. I shouldn't use transfer. There's something else called transfer RNA. So the messenger RNA, all right, which is the copy, leaves the nucleus here, all right, and comes out here into the kitchen, where it will find a ribosome, all right? And our ribosomes are the cooks. They are the ones that can read the instructions. So you made a copy here. So inside the nucleus, the copy machine is inside the bedroom. That is RNA polymerase. And then the actual copy you make of not the whole cookbook, just one gene, all right, that's called a messenger RNA, and that copy transfers itself out here into the cytoplasm where the cook will read it. The cook is the ribosome, all right? Now, when it reads it, it's going to put together ingredients, and that's where transfer RNA comes into play. Transfer RNA you can think of as like your kids helping you cook. You're going to have them go bring you ingredients. And so transfer RNAs bring amino acids to the ribosome. So the ribosome has two things located at it. It has the mRNA, which is the photocopy, all right, the copy of the recipe, the instructions, all right. It has the instructions, and then the transfer RNAs bring it amino acids. And those are the ingredients for making our dish. So the idea here is the ribosome is going to assemble a protein out of these amino acids, these things that the transfer RNA is bringing to it. Amino acids, all strung together, make up a protein, right? And you need to understand where each of these things occurs. In this video, I want you to make sure you understand that here in the nucleus, all right, this is where you are going to be storing your cookbook, all right. You're going to be reading your cookbook here and copying it. So I shouldn't say, yeah, you're going to copy the cookbook, but just one particular recipe. You're at a time anyhow. So, and when you copy that recipe, you're going to take it out of the nucleus, out of the bedroom, into the kitchen, which is the cytoplasm, where the cook, all right, which is the ribosome, is going to assemble the ingredients and mix them up. And in that particular case, the ingredients are brought by something called transfer RNAs. And those ingredients are the 20 amino acids that are used in most eukaryotes to put together their proteins. So we'll talk about the amino acids and the assembly of a protein later. I want here for you to understand where it occurs. It occurs out here, right? This part of the process called translation occurs out here. It's where the ribosome reads the mRNA, which is the recipe, and puts together the ingredients, which are the amino acids, and essentially assembles your protein, which is essentially your dish, the thing you're cooking. All right, so understand here where the bedroom is, where the kitchen is, and then all the parts. The ribosomes, there's going to be an mRNA. I'll have a video on that. And over here, the transfer RNA, I'll give you some videos for that as well. But this is just to show you where things are occurring.